Hi guys, it's me, Boog.
And Dad.
From Boog and Dad TV. And today we're going to be reviewing Luke Skywalker and the Wampa.
Right. Now this is a set from 2003 all the way back.
Wow.
That I purchased, I guess, in 2003.
Before I even was born.
Yes, Boog didn't come along until 2009. So yeah, this was, 6 years before you were born. But these are great sets. This is from just the regular Star Wars series. Of course, this line was out in pretty much the 2000s, the early 2000s.
And actually, if you would get these two figures, you could buy the Hoth scene when the Wampa's got Luke upside down in his cave.
Yeah, that's the cool thing, and I'm sure the reason why I picked it up with this particular set. These sets go together, and I'll turn it on the back of it here and show you. It kind of shows you on both of them. But if you buy both of them together, then you get the whole entire Wampa scene. So you get this little icy snow cutout where Luke was hanging in the movie as the Wampa is fixing to have him for dinner. And, of course, right before he makes his escape with the lightsaber. So we're going to open these up, review them, and then put the set together and show you what that looks like. Because this should be a lot of fun.
Hey, they actually have some different characters on the back of them.
And they do have different characters in the back. You're right. Yeah. All right, so you want to go ahead and start opening Luke, and I'm going to show them. I'll show the packaging for Wampa. All right, so here is the 2003 Wampa from the, I guess you just call it, I don't know, the gold Star Wars line. This is kind of what took over, and I could be wrong on this because they've done a lot of different lines of Star Wars figures, but I believe this took over after the Power of the Force figures where that line was done. I think they kind of went to this in the early 2000s. So, and this is probably one of my favorites. I know everybody's into the vintage collection these days, and they are nice figures. But the stuff they were doing, I think, in the early 2000s was some of the best stuff they've ever done. I mean, just making like this particular scene where you get the figures, but you also get a little bit of accessories with it. And I'll turn around and show you some more examples in the back, stuff that I think is really cool. Obviously, we went over this. This is what we're going to put together today. So you only get the figures, but you also get a cool, playset with it too. But like down here, I'd love to get my hands on this. This is General Riken in the Hoth scene when he's doing the tactical board there. They're coming up with their plan.
Here's the card.
I just loved it when they did things like that. You just got the little extras, from the movie. And then I'll show you Luke's card here in a second. 3PO, like I said, if you got him, he was packaged with his escape pod, which is, again, very, very cool. And just a few other figures they offered in the line there for the Hoth scene. So, very, very nice.
Today, prepared to show off some accessories.
All right, so Boog's about got Luke open, and we're going to look at his accessories. I'll show you the, of course, front of his card there, nothing special. Here's the back though, and they got a few different characters on this particular set, or on Luke than they had on the Wampa of what's available. Bail Organa of Alderaan, of course, Princess Leia's dad. That's a cool little figure there. Obi-Wan. This is called the Outlander nightclub. Not so big on that one. Of course, there's Padme, crazy dress again, and then we have a stormtrooper. He comes with a shield, and then Ellen Salisbury. I can't really remember who she was, but anyway, they did some cool stuff back then that they definitely don't do today. So these are always a lot of fun, I think, to get out and mess around with. And they'll be great for the collection.
Dad,
right, Boog?
You have some accessories.
Okay, so we have Luke's, of course, one blue lightsaber that he will use to sever the Wampa's arm. Ah!
But that's for later.
Right? And, of course, Luke has to have his tactical snow goggles.
Yeah, this one's actually an action figure.
They're all action figures, right?
Yeah, but this one's actually a real action
and this figure. Is the piece that you get with Luke, and I believe, I'm holding it wrong, but I believe this is going to be the top section, because if you can see in here, you kind of got the two, I don't know if you can see it. You've got the two imprints where his feet should go in and hook in. So this is going to be the top section of our kind of ice pillar that he's going to hang from. So that is pretty amazing. And I think it really looks like ice, if I can kind of get it in the right, there you go, the right look. You can kind of see where his feet go in right there. And it'll be like this. All right, let's go over Luke. Boog will be getting that put together here in a second. Wow, here he is. So with Luke, again, like I said, Star Wars has not always been known for a lot of articulation, but I think they did a good job on the face scan here with him. He's kind of busted up, bleeding, and you can see that. They did a good job with those details. That had to be some meticulous paint there. But here's his figure. Again, now that we're away from the Power of the Force line, they're kind of slimmed down, a little more normal looking throughout the chest and shoulders, which I do kind of like better. Looks a little more natural like they did in the movies. Most of the guys in Star Wars were not bodybuilders, but I think, like I said, they did a really good job with the face scan on this one. All the details are really, really good. You just don't have, a ton of articulation with these. The arms, the extra one with this one is the arms do swing outwards, which is kind of nice, but you don't have any kind of rotation in the elbows, and you don't have anything in the knees. But overall, as far as the details go, I think that's a great figure. They did a lot of good stuff with him. Pretty much looks identical like it did for the movie. So this is a great Luke Skywalker.
There's the biggest card of all time.
Yes, the ginormous Wampa card. And of course they already went over the back, so I'm going to bore you with that again. But Boog's fixing to pull him out here, and
oh no!
Not sure how it's supposed to work here with his goggles. Almost seem too big. Maybe they just kind of lay around. Guess they got knocked off, right? So we could put the lightsaber in his hand, because he is definitely going to need that, because Wampa's wanting him for a snack, right, Boog?
For dinner.
Yeah, for dinner. So there's Luke.
Well, actually, I wonder if Wampa actually tastes good.
Yeah, he might. I've never tried Wampa. Anybody has, comment down below and let us know.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really want to stand too much there. Put that down a little bit. There he goes. Slide that out of the way.
For some reason, some of it's kind of sticky.
It's because it's old. And it's been out in the heat and storage. So yeah. But here we go. Here's the bottom part of kind of the Hoth cave. It's even got some cool details here with some skeleton bones. I'm sure leftover carcasses from the Wampa's previous meals.
Victims.
There's a good look at the bottom, and of course you got the ice pillar that goes up, and there's the bottom of that. Not a whole lot going on there, and it'll set kind of like this. And then I'll take this top piece, and you want to build it? Okay, we'll let Boog put it together there. I think it's just going to sit on the top kind of like that. Here's that. And Wampa is almost out here. Whoa! Wampa's in half. He didn't chop him in half, dude.
I just wait, what?
All right, put Wampa back together. All right, I'll go over Wampa while you're.
Actually, first, let's see. Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, you just leave it off. I'll show it like that.
I'll put it back on so they could see
Okay.
with it on.
And we're gonna go over Wampa here. He's a little bit rubbery feeling too. He's not a hard plastic like some of our other ones. As you can see, I can actually kind of squeeze his legs, so that's kind of interesting. His whole body's that way. Well, except for his head and his torso. They're more of a harder plastic. But here he is. This is a cool Wampa. He's definitely different than our other ones. It's a good look of his face there. They did a good job with the details. Again, they got.
See the card back?
Got the details with the blood and stuff in there.
Thanks.
Hold his arms up so you can see his body. But yeah, they did the details. Now ours does have some yellowing. But they also made him. They did kind of give him a dirty look, which of course like he had in Empire Strikes Back. but ours also had some yellowing because it is old. What do we say this was? 2003. So yeah, we're looking at what, 17 years old on him. It's a long time to be in the box, right, Wampa? But I think he's very cool. Let's see if he'll stand up.
Hey, I did it.
Kind of wish they would done the legs. Kind of harder to give him more of a stand.
Let's show the totally not supposed to happen.
Yes, but he does have some articulation in his waist, and that's what this ball joint's for, which is very cool.
Which is pop-offable, I guess.
Yeah, why don't you show him the arm? He also has breakaway arms. You got that kind of realistic scene there. I'm going to put Luke in here. Yeah. He's hanging.
I do want to compare it.
In suspension here.
We actually have 3.
And there it is. And I just think this is so cool. This is absolutely awesome. Because, I mean, you're going to display something. This is...
Jared, can you show the inside of the arm?
Where is it? Oh, here?
Well, and the... Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, Wampa, like I said, his arm is removable whenever you want to have Luke give him the chop. And that's what it looks like on the inside. A little bit more bloody mess there. So... cool little detail that they threw in there.
We actually have 3 different Wampas.
Yeah, and I'm going to talk about this piece here in a second. But Boog wanted to do a little comparison with the 3 Wampas that we have. Now, this Wampa that come with the Hoth ice scene, he also come with a delicious-looking little snack here. So I guess you can kind of put that in his hand.
But why would he want to eat Luke why would he want to eat Luke if he has that to eat?
I think he's really greedy. He just wants to eat all the time. He can't stop. It's kind of like you. With your goldfish, you just can't stop eating goldfish. All right, so we have here we have, not to confuse anybody, but we have original trilogy, 1981-82 Wampa.
And then we have
which he is all completely hard plastic.
Yeah, then we have new Wampa.
And then yeah, he's definitely had some
stuff happens.
Yeah, some yellowing there. But like I said, overall, pretty solid figure that's, going on, what, close to 40 years old? And then...
we have new Wampa.
We have...
new Wampa.
New Wampa!
Which actually, by the way, that might not have showed you, but the arm is not removable. That's a big disappointment.
Okay, yeah, in the original 70s or early 80s version of the Wampa, you did not get a removable arm. Good point, Boog. I forgot to bring that up. And then we have, of course, the one that come with this set, early 2000s Wampa. And then this one here is going to be, yeah, he's a newer Wampa. He's going to be from around 2000.
Well, actually, Dad got it for Christmas or birthday or something.
Yeah, so it's going to be probably around 2014, 15, something like that. I can't really remember, but and he's great too.
His arm is removable.
He's more of a harder plastic. Yeah, his arm is removable. Pop it off, and he's got a little more bloody detail in there
than this one.
Yeah, but he's got articulation in his knees. And he's just a little more posable, probably all the way around a little better of a figure. But that one right there, like I said, is not bad either. He definitely stands better. Once you put him up there, let's get a size comparison.
Oh yeah, he's definitely tall. Wait a minute, someone's taller. I think they might be the same height.
They could be. Hold them up there close, because if you look at the faces on them, you can definitely tell there is a pretty significant difference there between early 2000s Wampa and the 2000, how do you say that? Is it 2000 teens? 2015? I'm not sure how you say that.
Yeah, just say new Wampa.
All right, yeah, the newer Wampa.
Now they're fighting.
And they are. Now we've got Luke is in big trouble because he's got 2 Wampas trying to get him. But then I'm going to show him.
No, they're battling over who gets to take the first bite out of Luke.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Now I'm going to move Luke a little closer with the playset ice structure. But yeah, I mean, it's one thing to have Luke and a Wampa sitting on your shelf, but when you can have this and Wampa actually sitting over here with it, that's just 100% better for display, I think. So I really wish Hasbro would get back to doing more stuff like this, because this is just spectacular. Super cool. All right, Boog. Let's show it like we would display it. So pick a Wampa. Don't really matter which one.
I'm picking my favorite Wampa.
So Luke is stuck, waiting for his doom. And we'll have Wampa coming in. Oh, yeah.
He should have his goggles on.
I think the goggles kind of just lay on the ground. They don't really even fit on him.
Oh.
Wampa's going to hold them.
Yeah,
but yeah, so then you got Wampa coming in. All right, guys. But I think that's...
So actually, this one's actually the...
I think that's about it for this set. I haven't looked up online to see what they're going for these days. But, if it's anything reasonable, I highly, highly recommend it. Because this is a great set. Really, really awesome for your shelf. But anyway, if you liked the video, hit the like button. Of course, you haven't subscribed already. Feel free to subscribe. We do all kinds of videos like this pretty frequently.
Okay, guys. Make sure to subscribe to Boog and Dad TV for some more awesome toy fun.
See you in the next one. Oh, wait. What's up?
We haven't done this in a little bit.
Oh, we're down to the home stretch. Yes, for our reuse giveaway.
So, guys, we are doing a giveaway on Regees. So you guys have to comment down below what if you do want Regees. We have 2 contenders now.
Okay, yes, we got a couple more people in the contest.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
See you later, guys. Take care.